Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The link also is home to the Temple Owls. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the East Carolina Pirates taking on the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So East Carolina's offense will get the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons.
Makes a grab down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Temple's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Finds his man. It's Irvin. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Finding an escape route. Runs through the tackle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Simon. Complete to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
And the Owls are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Leaves it with the back. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looking for a crease, it's Jenkins. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep that's designed where everybody's blocking out wide to go back inside, that's a win for the defense.
Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Pirates, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Temple.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Pirates getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Pirates back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has got it all working. Right, it's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He wants it all. And he can find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Fires to the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Simon. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
No sign of the field goal team. They'll go for it on 4th and short from the 28. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Makes the grab. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. The sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To throw, it's Hauser. Finds his target down the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Jenkins. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Riles. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
At the 8-yard line, 3rd down coming.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pirates.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Simon. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Off to the races. Touchdown Owls! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Pearson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The run from the shotgun. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Wants to throw. It's Simon. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Takes the easy completion. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They kick it away on fourth down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college.
He'll off one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Pirates are marching down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Jenkins. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, what a great great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Hit as he throws. Touchdown ECU. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
That makes the score East Carolina 31, Temple 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Simon. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Irvin. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. caught over the middle. It's Irvin. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score East Carolina 38, Temple 21.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
First down, Temple.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
And the Pirates will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Takes a handoff. It's Jenkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Pirates lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
The sure hands, it's Wiles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Pirates line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, East Carolina. And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Simon. It's caught. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Chase. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Off play action. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Wild. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And the Pirates really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Simon. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. That's caught. It's Clark. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. To the air, it's Simon. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The short hands, it's Irvin. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
To the air on 2nd down. Going for 6. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to pass, it's Simon. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And some room to work. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The give to the back. Spins away from the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. And he gets it up to the 36, it'll be a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Smith. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the game.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
To the air, it's Hauser. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Got a man. It's Chase. He's brought down in the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Looking for a man. It's Simon. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll do it himself, fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
They go backwards on the play. It's a turnover on downs.
Looking for space. It's Montgomery. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
To the air, it's Hauser. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Pirates with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. He's got it on the move. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Brings up fourth down.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Irvin. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now on first down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Simon. Pocket breaking down. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That's caught. It's Chase. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Caught near the sticks. It's Chase. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Irvin. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Looking to throw, it's Simon. Quick strike complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Irvin. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal.